Test. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, it's all good.
Jim, do you mind
Let's do that in advance. Yeah.
stripping down to
Thank you.
the Ronanon t-shirt?
It's not very sneaky. Okay, I'll do it.
He announces it, we're doing it. He doesn't announce
So
it.
he's doing, by doing that, he's doing the six.
Yeah, I mean,
Hi. Oh my gosh, not bad, huh?
I'm gonna freeze it.
Your son's feeling pretty good about it, huh?
So I had to like deal with that. I knew
Yeah.
Florida.
That's good. I'm happy. You know what? I'll root with them.
Head and neck throat.
I'm rooting for you guys.
Yeah, it's like crazy. And that's why you go to Italy, and that's why you go to Ireland, and that's why you do all your stuff.
that's what Sue was saying.
Jim, look at how it came out when I printed it. I don't know why.
Well, you know,
Ever so ever my computers used to do these kinds of things,
well, she had a baby like
you know?
a few months before. He's like 15 months or something like that, I think. And
Jim,
listen, she's a son.
be careful with the pencil.
It hasn't started yet.
Doesn't matter, it's sharp as far as she's concerned.
And they're expecting.
Just letting you know.
No, I'm aware of that. That's why I want to get it done before we start.
Yeah, whatever.
No, there's just the 2.5-year-old who's Jonathan's.
I've gotten called out on it many times.
Occasionally.
Yeah, right. And the baby shower is tomorrow. So Jordy said, Mom, you have to be a shower, can't not.
This man needs written charts.
She not, Sue, she's gonna be in the hospital still.
Baby shower tomorrow too.
Yeah.
First time, cousin.
So what do I do? Do I take? You know what, maybe.
This is why we have policies.
How are you taking the guitar? From which side? That side? Because if I do this, put my seat where I think it's gonna be just in the way and not all that good.
As we're coming in, let's start.
Where's Ross? Right into the.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. People are coming in. We're going to welcome everybody and say Shabbat Shalom, and we're going to begin our service with a nigun.
C minor. C minor. Yam ba da 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 ya lai 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 yam ba da da lai 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 yam ba da da lai 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 ya la la lai 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 ai lai 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 ya lai 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 ai lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya lai 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 ya la lai lai ya lai ya lai Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
You can all be seated. Page 11, Lechuna Ranana.
Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, lekadmach panav v'todah. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, bizmiro naria lo. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai.
Page 13. This is Shir L'Adonai. It means sing a song to God, or you can sing a song to one another as long as you sing. How does that sound, Miles? Okay, that sounds good. Okay, here we go.
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai. Come on now. Dash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai. Shir hadash.
Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song.
sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir hadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
We're coming to the point in the service where we're going to do Lachad Odi. Shabbat is a very holy time and is envisioned as the Jewish people being married to the Shabbat queen. So how did this come about? Does everybody know? I didn't know. The Midrash states that at creation, the day of Shabbat came before God to complain. All the days of the week have a partner. Sunday has Monday, Tuesday has Wednesday, Thursday has Friday, but I have no partner. So God replied, the Jewish people will be your partner, which is how we ended up with the Shabbat queen or the Shabbat bride. But I want Rabbi Schuldenfrei to stand up right now because the Talmud records that Rabbi Hanina would wrap himself up in special garb on the start of Shabbat and announce, let's go out to greet the Shabbat queen. And Rabbi Yanai, who you look very much like, would dress up before Shabbat and say, come bride, come bride. And so that is how we started going out into the fields with special clothing on to welcome the Shabbat bride. And all along, it was an adventure outfit. Who knew?
Page 23.
La 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 la. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibor echad. Hishmianu ha'amiuha Adonai echad U'shemo echad L'shem u'tferet b'litla Lecha lecha dodi Likar kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi Lekakala pene pene Shabbat nekabela Lekrat Shabbat lehunecha Ki hi makor ha'bracha Merosh mikedem Nesuka sof ma'aseh b'machshava tehila Lecha lecha dodi Likar kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi Likar kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי. אל יריש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה, לך לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת, לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. Face the door to welcome the Shabbat Queen, and we're on the last verse on page 25. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, וגם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. One more time everybody, לך לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
We're going to be seated as we continue on page 27 with Sadiq Hatamar. 27.
צדיק התמר יפרח יפרח, צדיק התמר יפרח,
צדיק התמר נפרח נפרח,
צדיק התמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה יזכה. One more time, a little faster. צדיק התמר יפרח יפרח, צדיק התמר יפרח יפרח, צדיק התמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, ארז בלבנון יזכה יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה יזכה.
Everyone, so please rise. Now we're going to face the candles. Now, all of you guys come over here. Come and help us. Oh, you're good? Okay, let's see. Are you allowed to? Okay, here, so we're all going to gather around. Here, we're going to... Are you allowed to? You're allowed to? Oh, you are allowed to by me. Okay. You can do it? Okay, so go ahead, Jesse, go first. Come on. Good E for effort. You go like this. I know, it's the cheap stuff.
There's wooden
It's a little
matches.
tight this year.
Rabbi Andy, there's wooden matches.
If you were a real adventurer, you would make a fire with rubbing sticks together. Come on, Rabbi, what's going on here? What kind of adventurer are you anyway?
Or maybe a shaving mirror.
That's right. Strike it.
All right, here, we're going to help.
We can do it, we can do it. Make us say a prayer.
Service, we only have an hour.
Oh, well,
Hold on.
struck out.
All right, wait, let's second. Here we go.
Ah!
All right, now everyone, take Ooh, pyrotechnics. Okay, and then light
Light the candle.
Light the candle. Go ahead. Here's some Jesse. Okay. Hold on. And then what we do is we take our hand.
Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Yai lai 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 lai, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And we look at the Shabbat candles, and many of us started school, and some of us are starting school, or we're beginning new chapters in our lives, or just another new year. We're looking forward to the new year. So what I want you to do is to look at the light and to think in your heart and your soul about a way that you can bring bright light to the rest of the world. How can you live your life a little bit better? Maybe it's you can do a little bit more to get along with your brothers and sister, or maybe it is that you can do a little bit better with people that you work or people that you encounter on the street. How is it that you could add the light of Shabbat to the rest of your life? And when we're able to do that, we're able to take this light and we're able to bring it to all places in the world. That's when we know we've been successful as a Jewish people. So let's hold each other, and with that, and we can sing. And what we'll do is we'll say, give everyone a big hug, and we're going to sing Shalom Aleichem.
Again.
Sure, because that's,
C minor. Lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai ya lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya lai 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 ya lai lai
I love this vision here of this particular site because too often we say that we are reticent to share rituals. And this site here shows that different people can participate in different ways that may not always comport with the way that we think it may have, that we are used to. And it can be beautiful, and it can be meaningful, and it could be new, and it can be traditional all in one. And what a blessing that is. And so we're going to now continue. We're just going to face the Aron as we continue with the Baruch Hu. We're going to face the Ark for the Baruch Hu. And that's on a good page in the book that I have no idea.
39A.
39A it is.
La da 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 da, 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 la da 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 da. La 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 na 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 nira na 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 nira na 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 nira na 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 Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Come on now. Na 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 na. More time now, come on. Na 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 na.
And we can all be seated as the cantor continues, page 39A, page 39A. This is the first blessing before the Shema, and I'm going to need some Shema helpers in just a minute.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבי.
Amen. Page 40.
ובהם נגע יומם ולילה כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
And all you guys are in ready position for the Shema. Anyone else who'd like to help us? But in order for us to recite the Shema, before we do it, our student rabbi Jill is going to help us get in the proper frame of mind for the Shema. So just move out of the way for 1 second. And then look at student rabbi Jill and take off your Indiana.
Or you could just listen. You could just hear and listen. Shema Yisrael. Hear, O Israel. Often asks us to differentiate between just hearing and listening. We might extend that idea to the distinction between just seeing something or really looking at it, noticing it, and observing it. Or the distinction between just sitting in a room, kind of zoning out, or being present and engaged, presently, actively participating. So as we're about to recite Shema, I invite you this time to raise your voices a little higher than you otherwise would, to hear yourself, and also to listen to all of the voices that are raised in the room and how they all blend together. Be engaged, notice, and listen. Shema Yisrael is on page 41.
You guys will stand up and make a line right over here. If anyone else would like to help us with the Shema. Okay. Yeah. We're good. We're good. We don't need a microphone. All right. Let me see some smiles. Oh, that's good. Now take your hand and put it. That's what student Rabbi Bill was talking about. Is like we have to focus our energy. So we close our eyes like a Jedi mind trick. Wrong theme, but we're going with it anyway. Okay.
You're mixing movies
And
now.
on the count of three, we're going to say Shema. 1, 2.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
And let's continue with the V'ahavta. Let's show everyone all those hand signals that we learned last year. Okay?
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, ובשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Towards the bottom of page 42, Leman Tizkeru.
למען תזכרו, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Okay, we have people who are standing, which is great, because that's going to lead right into the Micha Mocha, and we're going to continue with Umalchuto, leading into the Micha Mocha. And if you're standing in the middle, you may just want to dance with us. Umalchuto, page 44.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם. משה ומרים ובני ישראל לכהנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם. ים בם בם בים בים בם ים בם בם בים בם ים בם בם בים בים בם ים בם בם בים בם איי 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 ים בם בם בים בם איי 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 ים בם בם בים בם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורדי לא תעשה פלא נורדי לא תעשה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה אלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ים בם בם בים בים בם ים בם בם בים בם ים בם בם בים בים בם ים בם בם בים בם איי 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 ים בם בם בים בם איי 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 ים בם בם בים בם ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Klal Yisrael.
Now, how many of you have ever seen one of the Indiana Jones movies? Raise your hand if you've seen you've been on the ride. You've never seen the movie? I've seen the movie. Yeah, so why are you raising your hand? Oh, or been on the ride. Okay, so okay. So, what is Indy's favorite, Lewis, you'll help me out with this one. No? Maybe. What's Indiana Jones' favorite weapon? Does he use, does he use a gun? What does he use, Owen DeCastro? He uses a whip. Ooh. And what is cool is the whip, the sound that it makes. Here, we're going to do this.
Oh, no.
But I'm not very good at this.
All
right, don't worry. Our insurance policy, back up, cover your eyes. The synagogue insurance policy is hopefully renewed. You all can ask your parents to do this at home. And if your parents have a whip, hey, no judgment. So, all right, so what sound is made when Indy goes, okay, you ready? Wait. You know what, Ross, you'll be my partner in this. Give me a little, make a little sound effect so it sounds decent. You ready? All right, here we go. So he says, bad guy, stop. Okay, and that's why, as Jews, we don't use guns or whips. We spread other things, which is messages of peace. And that's our next blessing, the Hashkivenu. So we hope not to go to the world. Instead, we hope to spread shalom to the world. So please rise, put your arms around one another, come closer together, and let's whip the world into shape, whip the world into shalom. The Hashkivenu, our evening prayer for peace.
What even is this?
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Hushmot zetenu huboenu lechaim shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Utros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Utros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Amen. Please remain standing. Vishamru. Yeah, this is a good one. This is like a Visham. You ready for that? All right, you got to go Vish. Vish.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ולדורם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם. ביני ובני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, שבס לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש ביום השביעי. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם.
And now we get ready for the silent Amidah. And what we do is we take 3 steps back. We stand, we face the Aron, the ark, and we say, Adonai Sifatai Tiftach. And we breathe. And then we approach God with a fullness of heart and soul. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. The Amidah can be found, the traditional words can be found beginning on page 47, or just use the next few moments as an opportunity just to breathe and just reconnect with yourself with the Amidah. And when you finish your Amidah, you can be seated.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמרו, אמן.
Shabbat.
יתקרב יתקרא שמי רבה,
אמן.
ויאמר יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכונו וימכונו בחי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם וליומי עולמיה, יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויפור ויתרומם מן הסי ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה, בריחו לי אלה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה דמי רבי ימיו ויאמרו אמן. תתקבל צלותון ובלתון תכל ישראל קודם אבוני ושמיה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So we already covered Indiana Jones and his famous whip. My question is, what is your favorite part of Indiana Jones? What's your favorite part of the movie? Something that you've seen, or the coolest thing about Indy that you've observed? Is it the whip? Is it? Okay, zapping the Nazis is pretty good. Yeah, Sarah, what's your favorite thing? When he threw the Nazi off the Zeppelin. Boy, there's a lot of built up. Finding the Ark of the Covenant, Rabbi Holtzman, right? Like a little positive Jewish identity, right? Exactly, getting over, right? Positive Jewish identity. It's not all about anti-Semitism all of the time. Okay, good. Overcoming the odds, excellent. I'm very partial now. I don't want to, do you remember the eyeball soup? It's fake. It's fake. It was fake, but like in the movie it was real. They were at a fancy banquet and they were gonna all eat all fancy food with fancy people, and it was eyeball soup. It was sort of, ew. Yeah, exactly. You don't care for eyeball soup, Rabbi Alexander? Okay. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't kosher. But I'll tell you something that was kosher about Indiana Jones. Something that I always loved about the movies, no matter how comical they were written, no matter how sort of hyperbolic they were, is that Indiana Jones was always drawn to good. right? He always got involved in things that you would think like he could have just walked away. He had a cushy job. He was a full professor. He could have just sat in the anthropology office and just allowed life to kind of go by, but he was always involved. And even when he was seeking treasures, he still cared about people. Right? Like he could have just gone over looking for the goblets. Actually, I was in Petra this summer. I think I shared a video with the congregation where, that was the Lost Crusade, and he finds like the cup and it's all great. But more than the treasures, Indiana Jones actually cares about the people. And while Indiana Jones is not Jewish, that's a very Jewish ideal. Because in this week's Torah portion, the Torah tells us, Lo tuchal lihitalem, that we're not allowed to ignore. And here's the situation that the Torah is talking about. If you see someone who's undergoing hard circumstances, and in the Torah the example is that their donkey or their sheep, one of their domesticated animals has fallen down, you can't just walk by. You're not allowed to say, oh, not my problem, and just walk away. You have to help. In other words, in Judaism, we are like Indiana Jones. We're commanded to care about other people. And so while we may not live a life chasing around the world after Nazis or lost treasures or whipping or even eyeball soup, we can still be very much like Indiana Jones. If we follow the words of the Torah, Lo tuchal lihitalem, we're not allowed to walk away. We always have to care. We're commanded to care. Because when we see another person, when we realize that it's not just about me, and it's not just about you, but it's about us, that it takes two. When we realize that we are commanded to care, it takes two people exchanging love with one another. That's when we live a world and a life of blessing. It takes two.
You've changed, you're daring, you're different in the woods, more sure, more sharing, you're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes two. I thought one was enough. It's not true. It takes two of us. You came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took two of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, who can tell if you do? It takes two.
You've changed, you're thriving. There's something about the woods, not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I'd fear we'd stay the same forever. And then out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
It takes one to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes two of us. It's no fun, but what needs to be done you can do. When there's two of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, each accepting our share of what's there.
We've changed, we're strangers.
I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods, just the two of us beyond lies. Safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just the few of us. It takes trust, It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we had none, we got 3. We need 1, it takes 2.
That was a song that the Cantor and Ross prepared from Into the Woods, and they prepared it for our very successful wine Havdalah, which was a beautiful evening, and so we appreciate them sharing a taste of that this evening with us as well. Speaking of wine, we're going to invite everyone to please rise as Akiva leads us in the Kiddush on page 55. Akiva Alden, if you would kindly come and join us. Okay, so here, hold that, buddy. Do you need the...
I think it's 55.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kichanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereishit Hu Yom Tehila Lemikrai Kodesh Zecher Litziat Mitzrayim Kivanu Vacharta Leotanu Kidashta Mikol Hamim Veshabat Kodshecha Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Shkoach.
December, right? December's your bar mitzvah? Akiva is going to be celebrating his bar mitzvah in December, so we're all looking forward to that. And we're going to continue, and thank you, Akiva, for volunteering to lead. We're going to continue with Aleinu on page 56. Aleinu, page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומשל יקרה בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו וגובי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אין ממגנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד על כן נקבל לך אדוני אלוהינו לראות מרבי דברי זוכה להעביר גלילי מן הארץ ועלים כבוד תקן עולם המלכות שלנו. כי המלכות שלך היא עולם ימלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
In love, we recall those who no longer walk this earth. We are grateful to God for the gift of their lives and for the cherished memories that never fade. This week, we as a community mourn the passing of Helen Bialik, and we continue to observe the Shloshim, the 30 days since the passing of Robert Barron. And this coming week, we'll also observe the yurtzites of Max Elias, Claire Price, Alfred Ziff, Natalie Gott, Jules Levine, Edna Mogul, David Papkin, Sidney Parrell, Herbert Udell, Daisy Berger, Benjamin Fassberg, Harry Labus, Sophie Langer, Deborah Roth, Julius Zellen, George Benedict, Stephen Wiggins, Ben Halpern, Avraham Pormati Cohen, Elizabeth Ritoff, Eugene Schoenberger, Vivian Shavin, Rosalind Tender, Deborah Fine Agam, Dina Davidowitz, Arthur Greer, Florence Levine, Sidney Moskowitz, Elizabeth Simons, Werner Richter, Doris Schneiderman, Abraham Israel Sherman, Adelaide Suplin, Ruth Tenenbaum, Ben Eisenberg, Ethel Harris, Esther Levy, Esther Melnick, Stephen Newman, Gladys Robbins, Irv Sarin, Jean Simon, Helen Rebecca Waldo, and Bernie Wise. Is there anyone else observing a yurtzeit for someone I didn't mention? We'd like to invite those of you who are mourning or observing yurtzeits to please join me as we sanctify God's name with the words of Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah v'alma divra kirte v'amlich malchute v'chayechon uv'yomeachon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah v'rach le'olam omei omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav v'ya'asei shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. And may the memories of our loved ones be a source of blessing. And let us all say amen. Before we conclude, just a few brief announcements. First of all, we have an incredible workshop coming up this Sunday. To tell us a little bit about that, Jill, go ahead.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. So you know how we always say that the high holidays was just snuck up on us and we're not ready? So the whole month of Elul is about getting ready for the high holidays. I'm not talking about like getting the round chalot and all of that. I'm talking about getting ready on the inside so that the work of the high holidays is meaningful. We're going to start with our first Elul workshop this Sunday afternoon, 4:30 to 6. Please come to Deber Chapel. You don't have to RSVP. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to prepare anything. Just come and we'll do a little bit of studying and we'll do a little bit of discussion and a little bit of meditating. We're going to focus on Psalm 27. And that will be this Sunday. Then next Sunday is off for Labor Day. And then the Sunday after that will be the second Elul workshop that'll get us ready for the Yamim Noraim. Please join us.
Great. We have a lot of incredible holiday programming coming up. You should have all gotten emails about the different programs that we're offering. I want to remind everyone that Camp Rosh Hashanah is coming. Camp Rosh Hashanah is coming. And that's right, a good woohoo. There you go, Rabbi Holtzman. Thank you. And so what we would like to do is just to make sure, so what is Camp Rosh Hashanah for those of you who don't haven't yet been there? It is, we take over Camp Alonim on the second day of Rosh Hashanah. There is, of course, traditional services here, which will be beautifully led by Rabbi Alexander and Cantor Aronoff. And then for those who are looking for a little bit of a different Rosh Hashanah experience, we take over the camp. There are services, there's yoga, there's swimming, there's poetry, rock climbing, ropes course, candy, swimming, spiritual reflection, candy, inner insight into your soul's candy, swimming, tashlich, right, exactly. So that is Camp Rosh Hashanah in a nutshell. And so we would love to have you. If you're all welcome, and we just ask that you RSVP. It is completely complimentary. Last year, every year it's grown, and this year it's on a Sunday, so we can't, we just need your RSVPs because it's going to fill up quickly. So please be sure to RSVP. Now, I just want to tell everyone what we're doing after services. Well, first of all, before that, want to thank Rabbi Alexander for being here this evening, and our student rabbi extraordinaire, Jill Gold-Wright, for being here this evening, and Rabbi Holtzman for being here this evening. Along with Cantor Aronoff, we all led Jammies and Jeans, which is Shabbat, for the youngest members of our community. We did that in Deber Chapel, and then had this beautiful meal on the preschool playground, which was so much fun. And now, this is a little different crowd, I think. Okay, I don't think anyone's of the age. Yeah? Sure, go ahead.
This evening at Jammies and Jeans, we started a new project that I just want to tell you about. It's called Shul Sacks or Shul Swag, whatever you would like. And if you have a child that is between 2 and or 8-ish years old, we hope that they'll come on, it's the 11th, Monday the 11th, when we are going to be decorating the shul sacks. They'll be personal, and they'll be in the sanctuary every Shabbat, filled with toys, books, games, all kinds of things for your kids to use when you come to shul in the sanctuary. So, if you're not going to be there, please let us know, and we'll try to get shul sacks everywhere so that they can have their own and everybody can enjoy being in the new sanctuary together.
I'm going to add one thing.
Sure.
First of all, I want to thank Ross and Jim and David, members of the Naranana band. Did you notice our lovely t-shirts, right? Naranana, if you haven't been to Naranana, it's on the third Friday night of every month, starting in November. The third Friday night of next month is, Rosh Hashanah. and in October, Naranana, we play at Erev Simchat Torah, which is Saturday night, October 7th, I believe. So on the third Friday night of November and on, that's Naranana. If you haven't been, please come. If you came before COVID and you haven't come since, you're here now. So please come on the third Friday night of the month. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
So there's Naranana, there's Fourth Fridays, there's Family Fridays, there's lots going on at the synagogue, and we hope that you take advantage of it and participate. And now I'm going to tell you what we're doing right after services. When you leave the chapel, we'll ask that you, whichever way, but go onto the field. There will be artisanal ice cream sandwiches, which is another word for saying lots of sugar. Okay, you can make your own ice cream sandwiches, really pretty good. Okay, and then after that, there is a scavenger hunt that is going to begin at the adventure hut that is on the field. So if you want to participate in a scavenger hunt, yeah, you go to the adventure hut on the field. You know how you know it's the adventure hut? Because my guess it's the only hut that'll be on the field. Go to the adventure hut. It's the only hut on the field. And then also, if you'd like to stay and play bingo, there'll be bingo starting at 8:30 in Russell Hall. So if you want to play a little bingo, that is 8:30 at Russell Hall. All right, everyone stand up. We're going to sing a little Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. In the coming year, we should all be blessed with peace. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu v'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu come on now. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu v'al kulam. Shalom Aleinu, Hodibo Shalom Aleinu, Hodibo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Hodibo Shalom Aleinu, Hodibo Shalom Aleinu, Hodibo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Salam, Salam Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, Salam, Salam Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, Salam. Hodibo Shalom Aleinu.
Come on, guys, sing now. You know this one.
Hodibo Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kulam. Hodibo Shalom Aleinu. Hodibo Shalom Aleinu. Hodibo Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kulam.
Shabbat Shalom.
To the Adventure Hut. The only hut aside, but adjacent to a shopping mall with Pizza Hut. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Gotta get in the last word, you know?
Keep going, guys. Hold it up.
It's the best It Takes Two we've ever done. It only took us 3 times to get it.